Hey guys, so as many of you know, in recent years we've seen a massive spike in the popularity of drugs like heroin and other synthetic opiates such as Oxycontin and Fentanyl. Those same synthetic opiates are also being used as cutting agents in other drugs like cocaine and MDMA. The result is a huge spike in opiate-related deaths. Now, while the solution to this problem is one that does exist very much on the macro scale, the ability to maximize our own safety as well as the safety of our friends and family is something that's very much in our own hands. So today I'm going to be providing a little bit of info in this area and also showing you how to use two of the tools that we have to fight this fight. One is a strip that detects the presence of fentanyl in something like cocaine, and then the other is a product called Narcan, which is a substance that will pull somebody out of overdosing and return their cardiac function, their pulmonary function, things like that. So please take a moment, check this stuff out. You don't have to be a user to save somebody's life, and realistically, at this point, we all know somebody who's probably at risk. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to use is the rapid response fentanyl detection test strip. Once you have your strip and you have your drugs, this is cornstarch. The only other thing that you'll need is a little bit of water. Take some of the drugs out of your bag. Mix them with a small amount of water. Make sure that both your water and your stirring device are clean. It does matter. Then you'll open the test strip packaging. Inside, there'll be a strip that's all white on one side and then half white, half blue on the other. You will hold the blue side and submerge the white side up to the blue line in the water. Hold it there for about 15 seconds so that it soaks up enough so that it can get to the testing area. Once you've done that, let's set your strip aside for about 2 minutes so that it can really make sure what's going on. Then, in the center, you will see either 1 or 2 red stripes. If you see 2 red stripes, that's a negative. There's no fentanyl, party on. If you see 1 stripe, there's fentanyl in your drugs. Get rid of them and inform your dealer if you feel comfortable doing that. So it is important to just note that using a fentanyl on a small piece of your bag, while it does give you information, it's not guaranteeing you about all of your drugs. And so you can do little extra things like take a small part from one part of the bag, take a small part from the other part of the bag. Test as much as you possibly can. Okay, so guys, now I'm going to talk about Narcan, which is the most effective tool in combating opiate-related death and injury. It is essentially a nasal spray that when applied to someone who is in the process of overdosing, it will immediately pull them out of it. It will immediately return heart function, lung function, the kinds of things that are killing people when they're overdosing. A lot of times people think that what an overdose looks like, they think about the scene from Pulp Fiction. You think about somebody having a seizure and convulsions, and it's actually significantly more difficult to detect. It looks more like somebody who's tired at the end of a long day. In fact, if you live in New York City or a major city, there's a good chance that you've walked past someone who was overdosing without realizing it. Carrying this spray on you, it's very, very small and it's very, very easy to use. It functions like a Mucinex spray or any kind of, decongestant spray. You open it up, you'll see, thumb goes on that part, and you'll pull somebody out of a life-threatening situation. So yeah, by carrying this easy-to-use product on you, you can literally save someone's life. I know multiple people who have done just that with exactly this. Now, one thing that's important to note is that, it can be difficult to exactly identify who's ODing, who's just high, who's just sleepy. The one thing that plays into our advantage is the fact that most heavy opiate users know what Narcan is very, very well, because not only does it pull someone out of an overdose, but it also completely kills their high. So real heavy opiate users are essentially terrified of this product. I have on more than one occasion seen someone where I couldn't identify whether or not they were high or overdosing. I went up to them and asked them, "Hey, are you okay? Hey, are you okay?" No response, which suggests overdose. And then finally say, "Hey, just so you know, I have Narcan. If I don't hear a response from you, I'm going to use it." And both of the instances when that happened, those people immediately woke up and said, "Hey, no, I'm okay, I'm okay." Which is good. A verbal response means that they're not overdosing. But if you say that and you don't get any response, crack it open, save a life. you'll be happy you did. You don't have to be a user or even support drug use to be able to save someone's life with these products. Now, I will be, along with a couple of other people, we'll have lots and lots of both test strips and Narcan. If you are interested, or you know someone who might be interested, DM me, hit me up, let me know. I will be delivering these products all over the 5 boroughs. So just let me know, hey, I want some strips, hey, I want Narcan. We will get them to you. It's really, really important right now, in the middle of this epidemic, that we all do the small thing we can to keep ourselves and keep the rest of the members of our community safe.